in facilities management, the presentation is your day-to-day, it's a very common because um, for different topics, you need to present or you have to uh, inform or, educate to your employees or your leadership teams. Okay. So there is a situation over there. You have to prepare the presentation and submit to the management. Okay. Maybe the presentation you have to prepare something like you need to educate your staff. So presentation skill is very important for a facilities manager. So along with this course, diploma course, we need to improve your presentation skill as well. So this is just for a test purpose. So I'm going to, so you are going to prepare related to your core areas, connect with the facility, how you can connect with the facilities management. You prepare some presentations. Okay, this 30-minute slot you have, that 30 minutes you have to present. And Ambadi, during the presentation time, you are not a student, you are like a trainer. Okay, your mindset should be a trainer because whatever you are going to present here, you are the expert. Okay, the presentation you are presenting here, your core areas. Okay, your brilliant areas or your core areas you are presenting to us. So while you are presenting, you are the master, you are the leader. Okay. So that mindset you have to develop. Don't sit like a diploma student or something. While you are presenting, you are the master. I am also audience. Okay. So every control in your side. So how you can make it more attractive, engage, more useful. So your narration, your presentation, everything should be that core areas. So something we need to take away. Important that, okay, if we are spending 30 minutes to your presentation, what is the key takeaway? That's important. What is the audience key takeaway? This is the important things. Okay, so we can start. Ambadi, start. Start.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Today, I would like to present you about some civil engineering concepts which can be related with facility management. And anyone who worked in a mall can easily relate it to the topics what I am going to talk. These are actually though they include actually the concepts which I'm going to present today will be based on the mall management which can relate easily related by the mall management team because it's a department in mall management team that they usually do certain civil engineering parts to make their business like to make their business go to make their business margin really high. So, like for example, everyone will be familiar about the mall management who's used to rent their spaces, commercial spaces to big brands and various business owners. Like everyone is familiar with everyone is familiar with the Lulu Mall, right? So the hypermarket itself, it's a huge commercial space they used to give to Lulu Group and various textile dressing shops also, jewelry shops, food courts also. These are all commercial spaces available in mall, which the mall management usually rent to various business owners. And today I'm going to introduce you certain departments or certain designations usually take care of this part. And the topics which I'm going to speak about will be the renovation and the tenant coordination, fit out department, retail design and delivery department, and their key responsibilities, etc. So, what is renovation and tenant coordination? This is actually a really important part as far as a building management system or a mall management system is concerned. It's a renovation. You guys are familiar with the term renovation. It's simply like we can relate it to our daily life too, where like our home renovation our office renovation, etc. Similarly, the renovation of a commercial space that the mall management used to do for their clients. So renovation is simply nothing but it's like managing. It includes the renovation and the tenant coordinations are the two important functions in the facility management. This usually, especially in malls, office complexes, or in mixed use properties, and they involve managing construction improvements while minimizing disruption to occupants. These are very important. This is very important actually. Disruption. This is avoiding disruption to occupants or the tenants is very important. So they focus more on this part. Without disturbing the tenants or the occupants, they are managing the renovation works and tenant coordination using tenant coordination. And they usually ensure they by doing this they usually ensure the compliance and the comfort user comfort also. What is renovation? Renovation is nothing but referring to an improving, upgrading, or restoring a building or its systems to keep it functional, safe, and modern. We can simply tell that improving a physical space is called renovation. Just improving or upgrading a physical space is called renovation. It includes redesigning interiors, floors. It can include floors, walls, ceilings, etc. Structural repairs and modernization. Like structural repair means like avoiding cracks, changing the color theme of the space, etc. Modernization, giving new lightings, new designs, new logos, new facade, etc., and improving energy efficiency like LED lighting and insulation, and repairing or upgrading electrical, plumbing, or HVAC system. This all things comes under the innovation part. The key focus for this innovation team will be to extend the life of the building of the commercial space they are given. They are in charge, and to enhance user comfort and aesthetics. That the any customers or client or people coming to that space used to feel very comfortable and they should feel fresh too. And they should need to feel fresh. Also, they need to they need to enter the space like it should be very clean and aesthetically beautiful. And it also important for that as use enhancing user comfort and aesthetics, increasing property value, and also the improve safety and compliance. It's a very important thing that improving the safety and compliance as they are very crucial as far as a facility management or an engineer is concerned. There are certain best practices can be there are certain best practices as seen in the renovation part, like early planning. Like while planning a renovation project, they used to engage in a comprehensive planning. Like they used to involve detail into the planning before the work start to ensure the projects are efficient, compliant, and cost effective. Here they analyze various parts there, like it's a there can be certain impacts while doing a construction or a renovation work. So while engaging deeply into the planning area, they can avoid certain consequences, which harsh consequences. Or also they can they can also look into the budgeting area too for the so that they can make the project more cost effective. And compliance also, they need to follow some certain regulations and laws while constructing that part. Also, the feedback loop. The second thing is that feedback loop. It's simply that the customer satisfaction survey. We learned earlier that actively seeking tenant feedback. The space which we rent to a tenant, and we need to quarterly check or quarterly take a feedback from the tenant on necessary improvements such as updating worn out materials, improving lighting, or upgrading the technology, so that the tenant will be like the tenant and the management team will have a relationship, a healthy relationship. Also, it also adds to the reputation of the brand or that management team by doing so. It's also effective for keeping the tenant in that space for a long time. So next part is the drafting proposals. They use detailed scopes of work, clear timelines, and establish change order policies in all construction contracts. Actually, this is nothing but while doing the renovation work, certain they used to keep the detailed scope work and clear deadlines and certain order policies while the work to avoid conflicts and a healthy workflow. So this is it for the For these the practice are the main as seen the best practices for innovation in malls. The next part is the tenant coordinations, which is very important. It is about managing communication activities between the facility management team and tenants. Actually, it's actually shows the relationship between a facility management team and the tenants in a mall or in an organization in a building. The tenant means the people or the businesses which use the commercial space, like in a Lulu mall, uh, like Malabar Gold. Malabar Gold is the tenant use. It's Malabar Gold is a tenant who used to rent a commercial space from the Lulu team. So likewise, a tenant is someone who uses the commercial space, and the tenant coordination is that the management team used to communicate with these tenants in various parts like to improve their services, to improve their to increase their business margin, etc. Here it includes the helping tenants with fit outs. Fit outs is it's an important topic which I'm going to explain later. Ensuring that the tenants following the building rules and the safety standards. There are certain building criteria for the mall management that the tenants need to be followed, and also safety standards too. So this team will take care of this part, that whether the tenant is following these rules or safety standards. Also, and the scheduling, maintenance, and renovation work without disturbing the tenant. This is essential and highly crucial, as the team should ensure this they used to take they have to take this part very important, as disturbing the without disturbing the tenants, they need to do certain activities simultaneously. So it's a skill management, that maintain doing the maintenance, scheduling, and the renovation work without disturbing the tenants. So this part, this renovation and the tenant coordination, is highly important for these kind of things. And the tenant coordination is highly focused on the smooth operations and relationship between the building management and tenants. Like I said, to build a healthy relationship between the building management and the tenants. The next part is the fit out part. Fit out is it's actually a process of designing equipment and furnishing a raw space or vacant commercial interior space to make it functional and tailored to a tenant's specific needs. It's nothing but making an empty interior space ready for use according to tenant's need. It includes designing, finishing inside of a space so someone can use. Uh, it's We can say that fit out is the department who used to take a space and design for the tenant. It includes installing partitions, rooms, cabins, flooring, tiles, carpets, wood, painting and interior designing, air conditioning system, electrical wiring and lighting. These departments actually take care of a commercial space which is given by the client in a mall, and they need to design according to the tenant's requirements, or tenant's criteria, or tenant's design layout. And these department usually take care of vendor management too. They used to design the space for for the tenant. And here the fit out department manager should have a great communication skills for dealing with the vendors. For okay Also, while the designing period, he or she need to he or she to need to look with utmost care while constructing, because the criteria will be completely by the tenant, and he or she need to ensure that this criteria is followed in this part. Also, the fit out department manager also need to know various materials used for interior designing, like wood facade designing, like aluminum fabrication cabins, etc. Ceiling works, lightings, etc. A fit out manager need to understand every part of this interior designing. And this is one of the department taking care of the interior designing of a commercial space. And there are various types of fit out too. This is shell and core, category A fit out, category B fit out. Shell and core is simply just giving the basic building provided with, like the space only have walls, or common areas and nothing inside it. And the fit out department did not need to design anything. They actually just hand over the basic building they have given. And the category A fit out means the space will have a certain interior setup, but like the basic setup only, like ceiling, lighting, flooring, HVAC, etc. No other things, basic electricals only. This is category A fit out, but the category B fit out is something which is like a little complicated than the other two. That is which is customized completely by the tenant. This fit out department have nothing to do with the space interior design. They just follow the design given by the tenant for the brand, like office layout, branding, for furniture, meeting rooms, special design based on business needs. Like let me give you an example of a clothing store. Like have anyone heard about the My Designation brand, clothing brand?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, Lulu Mall. We can see that My Designation clothing brand is in Kochi also, Kochi Trivandrum. It's actually newly added. This brand actually have its own design ideas, and the fit out departments need to take the idea of this business owners for designing the commercial space which is allotted to them. And I can see I can show the picture. Yeah, this is the My Designation shop elevation. In each store, they will have actually a similar design, similar color theme, similar lighting, etc. So the fit out department has to take care of this brand's interior designing criteria while designing this. And this is what category B fit out means, that it is customers completely by the tenant, and the fit out department needs to make according to their needs. And the next part is it's a department in mall managing, retail design and delivery department. Actually, the fit out departments comes under this department. It's actually a team that is responsible for planning, designing, and executing retail spaces from the concept to the final handover. Actually, they do the complete work from the planning to the final handover part of a complete commercial space. Um, this department actually, what does this department do? Also, it's important. Retail design they actually focus on how space will look and work for customers. Like it includes store layouts, interior design, branding elements, customer experience. Actually, this team completely design how completely design a commercial space according to a building criteria, and they usually keenly analyze the space, how the customer should how it work for the customer, like how the presentation should be for attracting the customer. And there are the retail design part, they have the certain steps that the store layout can be like it's similar to that floor layout of a space. Um, it's actually a plan. It's actually a plan given by the team for setting a store. It includes the counters, aisles, products, etc. And the next, the interior designing part, which also includes the color theme, lighting, how the light should be, or how the design should be taken care of, etc. And next, the branding elements, how the logos and the signages need to be put on the facade of the commercial space or the front side of the commercial space. And the next, also the customer experience, how the customer should access these products in this commercial space, how they can move easily, like how attractive displays influence them, etc. Like this thing. They need to take care of these things in mind while designing. So the retail design and the delivery department, it's a department that make the commercial space more attractive for the customers. And next, the delivery department. The delivery department actually doing nothing but they make sure that the design is built correctly and on time. They need to ensure that the design given to them is correctly done or as per the building criteria, as they follow the compliance, safety, etc. And they need to ensure that they follow all the laws given for constructing this, for executing this. And for that, they do certain activities, coordinating with contractors, vendors, managing fit out works like the civil, electrical, HVAC, interiors, etc. Like the monitoring timelines, like monitoring the deadlines and the budgeting. In each stage, they check the budgeting in each stage of the construction, that like it should not be exceeded or should not be more like the as according to the budget paper. And they ensure the quality and the safety standards at the same time, handling approvals and inspection. Certain in certain stages there may be certain approvals and inspections, with checkouts, quality checks, and these are taken care of by this delivery department. And this department has got certain key responsibilities in the board management. That includes managing all phases of the tenant fit out project, from design approval through construction to handover. Managing all phases of the like the fit out projects from start to the bottom, from designing to the to the basic areas. All base They cover usually all basic areas of the designing part, and giving approvals also. If the design demands certain, in certain situations, if the design demands certain additions or certain alterations, and they need to be approved from this department by the vendor. And the next thing is the reviewing and approving tenant design submission, ensuring compliance with mall design guidelines, lease requirements, and regulatory standards. Like I said, that they need to make sure that the commercial space is built according to the guidelines, according to the building standards, lease requirements, etc. They also need to review what like the tenant design is actually meeting the building criteria of the mall. And these department actually usually take care of this part too. The next thing is the coordinating with tenants, consultants, contractors, and internal mall departments like facilities, security, leasing, operations, and HSC, to ensure project alignment and smooth execution. Just nothing but this department need to align with all the departments, major departments in the building management, to ensure that the project is properly or smoothly done. The next thing is that they conduct regular site inspection to monitor construction progress, quality control, material compliance, and health and safety adherence. Like I said before that, they need to ensure certain things while during the construction, or during the alterations, or during the interior works. And this department need to ensure that these things are done as per the rules. The next part is the track and manage documentation workflows, approvals, and progress reporting for multiple concurrent fit-out projects. Like there will be many fit-out projects at the same time, and they need to track each project's workflow and its approvals, its building improvements, progression, etc. And they need to report to the facility management team too. These projects have certain deadlines, and they need to make sure that this is done within the deadlines. And the next part is that overseeing snagging and desnagging, and final inspection to ensure timely and compliant handovers for store openings. Snagging means that like small errors that can happen in the commercial space, like small cracks, small errors, small cracks, lighting problem, certain small electrical problem, and they need to take care of this part by inspection. They need to avoid this before the final handover of the space, and that is what is snagging and desnagging. Overseeing snagging and desnagging and final inspection to ensure timely and compliant handovers for store openings. These inspections are done mainly to avoid the snagging, also to check that the safety rules are followed completely, and compliance also, safety compliances also, and basic rules. They're following the basic rules of the mall. That these things need to be ensured by the team that it is done correctly. And in conclusion, it is in short, we can say that fit out is nothing but making a rented space usable. and renovation is improving an already used space. Improving an already used space. Tenant coordination, it's like managing the tenants during the process, during the fit out or the renovation process. Managing the tenants is what called tenant coordination. And the last but not least is the retail design and delivery, which is an important department aspect. It's a important department of a facility management in a mall. They usually do that, design it, build it, and hand it over to the use. By words, we can say that um, this designing, building, and handing over to the tenant. Thank you. Anyone can, is there any doubt or need any clarification, can ask.
Ask a question. Ask a question. Nikhil, because what Ambadi is it's a facilities man. Even you are managing a building, you are responsible for minor, medium type of project. You will act as a project manager as well. So this is very important topic. You need to understand on that. Exactly, Ambadi is point out those things. Okay. Project management topics, we will learn that one, but exactly what he is saying that, let us say, for example, Nikhil, if you are a facilities manager for a shopping mall, there is a contract, there is a fit out team is there to do a fit out of a retail area. It is your responsibility is to ensure that they are doing their job properly, safely, and meet all the compliance. Clear? So that's the reason we need to understand this topic. Exactly, he point out the right topics today. Clear? So if you have any question, you can ask a question.
If anyone need any example, also I can give in each part.
Yes. Vishwa, any question?
Sir, so I was about to ask, like,
Yeah.
how you just wanted to know, like, from your point of view, like, how facilities management play a major role in this civil projects, like.
Actually, this fit out or innovation of the tenant coordination or retail designing and delivery, so it's a part of a facility management team in a building, and that's why I choose this topic for the presentation today. This is a part of the facility management in a mall. The fit out part of the innovation team is actually taking care of this rental or leasing areas.
Okay,
Actually, it's a part of facility management.
yeah.
All the commercial space, this is the responsibility of facilities management. Listen, see, Visha, you are managing a building. Let us say you are a facilities manager for a commercial building. Okay. That commercial building, let us say a tenant is taken the space. Okay. Tenant is taken a space in your building. Yes or no? Yeah. You are there on behalf of the owner. Correct or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So in your building, someone has taken lease the property, lease the retail area, where he appointed a contractor. So the contractor has to work according to your fit out rules. In a building, there is a fit out rules are there. That fit out rules created by the facilities management team. And every fit out contractor who is working within your premises, they have to follow your fit out rules. Because when they do, if they not follow the fit out rules, there is a chances they damage our existing areas. Let us say shifting something. Okay, they're shifting through the lift, which they make a scratch on the lift. Okay, so there is a protecting the lift, protecting the floor, protecting the wall. Throughout the corridor while they are moving the materials. And tenant disruption, as somebody mentioned, while they do the work. Tenant disruptions are there, timelines are there. For example, fit out work we do in shopping mall during night only. After 12 o'clock and by morning 6, 7 o'clock, that has to finish. Everything is fully covered that areas. But at the same time, and commercial space also you do work on a night. But if you do any fit out works in the residential area, or the residential building, that could be in daytime. Nighttime they will not allow. So there is so many things are there, and also sometimes, okay, the same cases if you do any shop ground floor areas, okay. So ground floor areas, when you are conducting any night shift fit out work, you need to take a police permission. So there is some compliance and everything is there. As a facilities manager, we must know this. Clear? Yeah. So, so as somebody mentioned, overall what he mentioned, any project, any fit out project or small construction, small equipment replacement, whatever it's, there is a process that we have to follow the project management life cycle, which is defining stages. They are deciding, they are planning, not the planning. They are talking about the project. They are discussing about the project. They are discussing about the design things. They are discussing about the the end user's expectation. They're discussing about the schedule. They're discussing about the budget and the quality. That's everything will happen during defining stages. Okay. Then once the defining stages or the planning stages comes, when planning stages comes, where that is the stages where designers are in place. Then designer will come and discuss with all the document which they have prepared during the defining stages. They will review these documents. Then they will start to prepare a conceptual drawings or a schematic drawings. Once the schematic drawings will go to, further discussion will happens for the, the retail owner or even mal management also, because mal management has to also has to approve the conceptual drawing, because where the mal management look into that, these conceptual drawing will impact negatively to their existing property or not. Okay, so once they go get everyone is approved, it will go to the initial approval for the authorities. Authority will approve the conceptual drawing, then they will start the design developments. Okay, so how the building looks like, how the elevation, how the interiors and everything, that will happen during the design development stages. Once the design is accepted, then they will start the final drawings. Okay, final drawings in terms of floor layout, ceiling layout, wall layout, furniture layout. These kind of things will happen. Once the layout is ready, then they will start the what is called the technical booklet. That means each and everything, what type of floor we need to use it, what type of wall we need to, what's the paint on the wall, what is the ceilings, what are the light we need to select, what is the brand, what is the specifications. Okay, camera or the glass doors, right? And whatever in the shop, everything they will, it's a detailed details information will be there on the booklet, technical booklets. Okay, so then then everything is ready. Now they need to, once everything is okay, then they will appoint a fit out contractor, or maybe fit out contractor will do. They will also coordinate and do these things. Then they will start the project. This is the way the fit out project is going on. Throughout this, either facilities management, sometimes facilities management team, they have a individual fit out team is there, or the tenant is whoever taken the retailer, they will appoint an external fit out contractor. But when they do the work, Vishwa, you are responsible. If someone is accident happens, something accident happened, you are responsible. Everything you are responsible. That's why, that's the reason they have to. There should be proper work permit will be there. Okay, and what is called site inspection will be there. You have to randomly go there and check there whether they are working as per the compliance and as per the safety and all those things. So it's a bigger task. So when we say facilities manager, you are not only doing the facilities management activities, you are responsible for the small and minor and medium level of project as well. Clear? Clear? Nikhile, clear or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Is it clear? Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Yes.
Anu, clear? Okay, you are
Yes,
not
sir.
only for managing the building, you are not only managing the equipments. Excellent, buddy. Very good. Very good.